Mike Tyson is one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. He is famous for his ferocious peekaboo style, which requires a lot of head movement. In this video, we're gonna go over the roll, one of the elements of head movement. I'm gonna give you some drills you can practice. I'm gonna cover all the basics. If you practice consistently, it will help you get one step closer to having the roll like the great Iron Mike Tyson. All right, so let's go over the basics of the roll. What is roll? Roll is a defensive move normally used to avoid your opponent's hooks, right? So if I'm here in my boxing stance, I'm not gonna go over the basics of the stance. If you wanna see the basics of the stance, go find my video, How to Throw Jab for Beginners. I go over the basics of the stance in that video. So here you are in your boxing stance, right? I'm an orthodox boxer, I'm right-handed. So my right hand is up here by my jaw. My left hand is a little bit in front, right? The balance in my stance is about 50-50 between 2 feet. I can roll both ways, so either left to right or right to left. Roll back or roll forward. If I roll back, that means I'm avoiding my opponent's left hook that's coming at me, right? So I'm avoiding the left hook that's coming right above my head. I transfer that weight. It should be about 60-40. The moment you finish your roll, right, you end up with your weight mostly on that foot which you're rolling to, and that way you load the same side hand. So if I roll back, my right hand is loaded, and I can choose to counter with either a cross, a hook, a body shot, an uppercut, an overhand. Doesn't matter. Any punch with the right hand, because that way, you know, it makes sense because my weight is already there and my right hand is loaded. So same thing goes for the roll forward or roll to your left. So if I roll forward, it's the same U shape. Weight transfers onto my front foot, about 60-40 between 2 feet, hands by your face, and from there, again, your left hand is loaded. You can choose which you want to counter with, which punch you want to counter with. You can counter with the hook, you can counter with the uppercut, with the body shot, with an uppercut to the body, right? You can choose to go from there. But the basics are, again, in your stance, you're 50-50. If you roll back, you transfer weight onto your back foot. The balance is 60-40, small U shape, keeping your eyes up. You want to avoid doing this, right? Bending in your waist too much and looking at the floor. Why? Is because you want to see your opponent, right? If you're fighting somebody inside a pocket and you're avoiding the hook, you want to see the target where you want to counter. If you're looking at the floor, you don't see it, the target where you're countering. So that's kind of like a blind lucky punch you're hoping for, right? So yeah, again, 50-50, small U shape, eyes up, hands by your face, elbows in, transfer your weight about 60-40. So now I'm gonna give you 2 drills which you can start practicing today, and that will help you work on both of your rolls, roll back and roll forward, right? Both of these drills you can work in your shadow boxing practice and on the heavy bag as well, right? So I'm gonna demonstrate both. So the first drill is this. You're gonna be in your boxing stance, you're gonna throw jab, cross, and then you're gonna bring your hand back to your face, and you're gonna roll back, weight ends up on your back foot, right hand by your face, and you're gonna counter with the cross, okay? So again, jab, cross, roll, cross, U shape. Jab, cross, roll, cross. Notice how my hips and shoulders turn and my heel kind of comes off the floor a little bit because my weight is back here. So jab, cross, roll, cross. All right, so now it's time. I'm gonna teach you the second drill, which is rolling forward, right? So if you're a right-handed boxer, you're gonna roll from your right to your left to load that left hand. So it's gonna be pretty simple. You're gonna throw cross, hook. When you throw your hook, if you freeze there, the weight should be a little bit more on your back foot, right? So on your right foot. So that's where you're gonna start rolling from, U shape, from right to your left, hands back to your face, and from there you're gonna answer with the hook. Boom. So I recommend you start practicing slowly like this. Cross, hook, roll, hook. All right, cross, hook, roll, hook. Small U shape, eyes up, boom, boom, roll, hook. The widest glove you will ever fight is this wide, right? So it's not that big. So you don't need to go too low. Small U shape to hook, roll, hook. You can, again, you can practice this in your shadow boxing practice and on the heavy bag. I'm about to demonstrate. All right, so now I'm gonna give you a bonus tip. This tip is gonna be a shadow boxing drill, which is meant to be performed slow at a comfortable pace. And the point of this drill is to get a feel for proper technique and weight transfer, right? So here's this drill. You're gonna throw cross, hook, roll forward, hook, cross, roll back, to a hook, forward, hook two, roll back. You can gradually speed it up as you get more comfortable. Make sure you're doing that U shape. You feel that weight transfer from your back to your front, and then from your front to your back. All right, so this is it. Those are the drills that I want you to practice, and they will definitely help your rolls get better and will help you master those. One thing I want to say as well is that make sure you practice consistently. You ain't gonna get a head movement like Mike Tyson after doing one session like this. The more consistently you practice, the more you're doing this, the better your head movement is gonna get. But ain't nothing to it but to do it. You got this, chat.